So pretty much body weight today on this one. So you have some 1990 sliders just to work with initially. So again, slow, steady movement. We don't have to go too far back on this one. So just work within your range and your levels of flexibility. Again, I'm trying to lift my shin off the floor, my knee and my ankle off the floor. So I should feel a little bit of a contraction or squeeze through the hip or the glute. Just slow, smooth movements. Both sides, then we're on to a deadlift. I did say body weight, but we could use even a towel to do some isometric stuff here. Just something to kind of work through the hamstrings and the hips. You can use this as a bit of a stretch as well too, through the posterior chain. So we're going to go 2 to 3 rounds of this sequence. So 10 each side on the 1990 slider. So we can go about 12 here on the Romanian deadlift. 2 to 3 rounds, get the blood flowing, and then we are going to move into the upper body next. So here we have an example of a mechanical drop set. We're going to do feet elevated push-ups first. So the mechanical drop set, we're changing kind of body position here to either get more muscles involved or make the movement slightly easier as we fatigue. So as fatigue kicks in, we're trying to use either more leverage or more muscles to help get us through the preceding set. So minimal rest, feet up push-ups straight into standard push-ups. And then from here, I'm going to use the bench and I'm just going to go into some dips from there. So for here, for example, I just did 10, 10, 10. You could do 10 on the feet elevated. You could do 15 on the standard or maybe 20 dips here. But again, just kind of work within your range. Make it challenging, but still make it doable. So if you're pretty taxing on the arms, the triceps, chest, so we might need to take a little bit of rest between each set, okay? As in might need to, you definitely will need to. Slightly scaled version would be just normal push-ups. Standard push-ups. Then after these, we're going to go from on the toes to on the knees. So we're going to drop the knees to the floor, trying to keep our core engaged. You'll see here in a second. So knees to the floor. Same deal again. And then when these guys are done, we'll just do the dips again. And even to make the dips a little bit easier, you can bring your feet closer to the chair. Or soles of feet on the floor. Use a bit more legs if you need to. So the last bit's kind of core and a bit of mobility work. So I've got the running man plank here again. So we're lifting the opposite sides. So here it's my left leg, my right arm. Trying to keep my hips kind of facing the floor. They're not twisting and turning too much. So for this one, it'll be 3 rounds again. We're going to go for 20 seconds each side here. Push through the heel, back flat and core engaged. So once the running man plank is done, we're just going to go into some alternating arch ups. We can do back raise here. I'm going to do alternating arch ups. So again, trying to work through the glute as opposed to just the lower back. So I'm lifting the opposite sides. I definitely feel a bit more restricted on one side than the other here. So we're going to go for between 5 and 10 on each side. And when that's done then, just to kind of release the lower back a little bit, we'll do some prone scorpions. So get yourself a bit of room. I start to kick everything here. So I'm kicking pot plants, kicking kettlebells. So we're trying to sweep right over. You can see stuff's getting in the way here. Not the easiest thing to do. Try to get the hands on the floor. Again, work your breathing here. Don't rush through this one. Just controlled pace and rhythm.